Hey.
Hi.
Well, welcome to today's episode. I have a topic on marketing for you. Shocker. Okay, so we're going to be talking about my pet peeves that I keep seeing with our clients in marketing.
Okay.
And I don't know, pet peeve is a strong word, but it's like the things that I'm like, okay, we just got to tell everybody these things because stop doing these things and it will fix a lot of things for your construction company marketing.
Okay.
Of course, you know, I work with these clients every single day and have here for the last 3 years, and then I've worked in construction marketing and seen this for the last 15, let's call it, right?
Sure.
If your marketing plan, one, doesn't exist or is simply consisting of a logo, a website, and a random newsletter or some dusty Instagram posts, then this is the episode for you.
All right.
We're breaking down like my kind of top 3 reasons that construction company marketing efforts either fail or non-existent or are just simply outdated, and like what you can do to fix them. It's basically the first article I wrote when I first started working for Ascent, where this is like my soapbox and I'll stand on it all day long, and I have no problem writing a giant rant about all these things.
Do you even need me on this podcast?
I do. I think you'll have some color to add as well.
Okay.
And you can maybe give me some pushback. We'll see.
All right.
Okay. So the first one I like to call...
I turned my hat around for this one.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks. The first one, which Ascent was very guilty of before I joined the team. Random acts of marketing.
Mm-hmm. They didn't feel that random. They were scheduled. They were organized. It was quarterly newsletter. And then we had like 7 or 8 major holidays that you quickly said, nobody cares if I wish you a happy Father's Day.
Nobody cares if you get a Veterans Day email or a St. Patrick's Day email. They're going to be opening it to delete it. So yeah, just wasted effort. Okay. But random acts of marketing include an idea that you just had to let's just try it. Or let's just start posting on, you name it, social media thing. And, we should run an ad. Should we just we should just try an ad. Send it to the interwebs. Mm-hmm. Or, I'm just going to send out an email with a sale. Or I'm just going to send out a mass email to every single one of our customers to just check in. Random acts of marketing are oftentimes well-intentioned and may even be a standalone good idea. Mm-hmm. But just like in construction, I've said this to some of our clients on sales calls before, you're a design build firm. You don't just show up on day one at someone's house and start building something, anything. The bathroom. It's like, no, you go through design and architectural plans and approvals and permits, and you know exactly what you're building the second you dig your shovel in the ground the first time. And I think we see that, and you can kind of comment on that. We see that with our marketing clients. They just come in like, we just want, I don't know, a better website or something, right? You look like you got a story to say.
So I talked to a guy a couple months ago. He's in California. Mm-hmm. Smaller guy, residential remodel contractor. Not our typical client, but he was looking for marketing help, and he was trying to basically generate more leads for his pipeline. And I asked him what he was currently doing for marketing. So he's like, I'm spending money on Angie's List, and I've got some Google ads running, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I coined a new phrase, and I called it casino marketing, because you're basically taking your money and you're going to different tables, trying different things to see if you strike it rich. And if that doesn't work, you take your whatever chips you have left and you go to the next table and you try playing a different game and you see if you strike it rich there. I said, so you're like, you play roulette for a little while and that doesn't seem to be working out. So then you go over and you play blackjack, and maybe you win a little bit at blackjack and you get a project. So you play more blackjack, but then you start losing your chips. So then you go over here and you play casino war. And he was like, that is exactly what I'm fucking doing. I'm like, yep, you're basically at a casino gambling with your marketing dollars and you're not winning anything. Mm-hmm. I mean, we need to pick a game that you're good at, teach you how to play it, and then let you just go play that game until you start winning.
And get good at it.
Get good at it.
What I see with our clients a lot of times, they want results now, or they wait actually too late to start marketing, Like, let's say they started their business and they gotten good referrals and they've been growing a bit, right? So they come to us and they're at 3-5 million, right? but they're stuck or they don't know how to get. So they're like, oh, we need a market. Well, let's market, right? And they just want to hire somebody and start taking action. And I get that, but also, that's one thing. If I could just, drill this into everybody's mind, anybody who says that they can just take your stuff and start marketing and getting you real lasting results is lying to you. Truly. You need to take time to deeply understand the market and make a plan. Make a plan that is outlined, that you can follow, that's based in research, real numbers. Mm-hmm. Like, do you even know your total addressable market? What? What's a TAM? I don't know. I never heard of that before. You got to know these things in order to actually move forward with smart and educated marketing. So, okay, I'll get off of my soapbox on that, but random acts of marketing rarely work, is what I'm trying to say. They may work just like casino marketing, which I love that.
Yes, you can use that. We
haven't used that before together, so I'm going to steal that. I love that.
You can use that.
Just like, you might strike a rich once or twice, right, on something, but you don't know why or what, and causation is not, or correlation is not causation. Yeah. In
construction, we often say, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
There you go.
So.
Exactly. So, have a plan. The next thing is the misuse of social media. And it's one of two ways. So, I see it either like ghost town, you have no presence at all, which makes you look outdated and, frankly, out of business. And then, there's three things, really. And then outdated content, right? Okay, you had a marketing person who did some stuff one time, and then you never took it down, and it hasn't been touched in 5 years. Well, it's there. And your logo's changed since then, and, it looks stale and old. And that also makes you look kind of careless, a little bit low budget. And also, are you even in business anymore? What are you doing? Mm-hmm. And then there's the other side of the coin where it is way too much. And no one in construction, at least of our clients, is likely going to actually be viral or an influencer, or people don't really care at the end of the day. But, overposting and having a full-time social media person on staff to do all of your in-progress builds and here's some time-lapse or stuff, nobody cares. Mm-hmm. Waste of money. Nobody cares. It's not going to win you a job. Stop wasting your money immediately. And I'll tell you exactly how to do social media smartly.
Wait. I do know one guy who is in construction who does a great job of using social media, specifically Instagram, to market and build his business. And I've never met this guy.
Who is it?
It's a guy who installs TVs and high-end sound systems, and he's in the Houston area, and I don't know his handle offhand. I can find it and put it in the show notes.
Is he direct to consumer, though? Is he for homeowners?
Yes.
Then
but the thing is, he's great because he's basically taking you through the installation that he did in the house, and he's doing commentary in the background the whole time. He's explaining exactly how he's doing it and everything, and he's showing it off, and he's funny, and he makes little jokes and stuff.
Funny is probably where it's at. Yeah.
He's really got it down. I enjoy and these are long form videos. These are 5 to 10 minute videos sometimes. That's long for Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
I will watch the whole thing. It's one of the only videos I'll watch.
Wow.
That's more than 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Unless it's Eddie Van Halen or something like that.
Yeah, all right. Or all the dumb recaps of old SNL clips that you like to watch.
Yes, I do like those too.
And NFL bad lip reading.
Yes, those are hysterical. They don't do those anymore.
No. Okay, so
anyways.
Can you
bring those back? If the guys from NFL lip reading or bad NFL lip reading are watching this, bring that back.
Yes, we will watch your content. So there is a caveat, right? If you are a high-end residential remodeler, we have several clients that are like that, then Instagram is absolutely a platform you need to be investing in. But you're not investing in it to go viral. You're investing in it to showcase your work and connect visually with
Nobody's going to hire you to build their data center because you're on Instagram.
Exactly. Right. So, what do you do about this, right? So the point is, across all touch points, you want your brand to look cohesive, right? You want your brand to look like you are in business, you actively have projects going on, and that your branding is tight and purposeful. So what I recommend to a lot of our clients is you need a 100% across the board refresh, right? Everything needs an update. You need some new content. You need to make sure all your branding is right. You need to make sure you exist on all of these platforms. Mm-hmm. And we could totally have a sidebar episode about exactly what to do on all of those things. But the biggest thing to note is that if you just let it go to waste, right? It looks unprofessional, frankly, in today's day and age. You might have gotten away with it in the past. You may have gotten away with it even maybe it's 5 years ago, but no, you have to have a presence and it needs to look professional and cohesive. For sake of time, I'll move on to my next point, but I could be on a soapbox on that for a long time.
I will just add that social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, they're free.
Yeah.
It's a free platform. Like, it costs you a little money to generate the content maybe, but you don't have to pay to use the platform. They are free. Like, you should be leveraging them in some way.
Absolutely. And like, okay, let's just throw an little bone out there. Like, post once a week. Like, really, that's what you need. If you're just trying to maintain a professional, active-looking account, a once-a-week post on all of the platforms is enough. And you can focus on, we just won a new job. We're so excited. And here's a picture of, the building or whatever. Like, people aren't going to be looking at it for your photos. They're going to be looking at it for content. But also...
The other thing is, it's also, if you're looking to recruit employees, they're going to be looking at your social media as well. So it's a great place to recruit. Yes, that's the point.
Yeah, it absolutely should be used for recruiting. And I feel like we have to have a whole, actually, of how to use social media properly in construction. That's a whole nother episode. So we'll put a pin in that, but we could definitely talk about that. But also your website. And listen, this is for all of you out there. If you have not updated your website in the last 3 years, it is ancient, old, decrepit, and needs to be redone. 3 years. I know that's like, oh, it's yesterday. No. It's like worse than dog years. Websites age faster than dogs. It's time to redo it. And especially within the last 18 months, everything you thought you knew about SEO has changed. So we're now optimizing for generative engine search, not SEO. So that's also a whole sidebar conversation. But if your website's more than 3 years old, it is completely extinct. Okay, this is a topic that you like. Marketing and sales being completely disconnected, and or clients thinking that marketing is responsible for sales activity.
Yeah, I did a whole episode on this.
I know, that was our first episode.
Yes. So
almost a year ago.
That was a year ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, marketing and sales are two different things. I like the fishing analogy. So marketing is figuring out which lake you're going to go to, stocking the boat, putting a lure or a worm on a hook and putting it into the water and starting to try and attract a fish. Once a fish bites on that lure, that is now sales. It's no longer marketing's responsibility to continue to attract the fish that's already on the hook. It is now sales' responsibility to reel the fish in, determine if it's a good fish and you want to keep it, or if it's not right for you and you throw it back. That is sales job. Marketing should get you into a place that has the right kind of fish. Hopefully the right ones are biting. If you're getting the wrong kinds of fish, you go back to marketing the wrong fish.
We need new bait. We need a different kind. Yeah.
Yes.
But, man, if I had $1 for every client, I had to walk through this exercise of helping them realize that marketing's not actually the problem. The problem is your sales process.
Well, this is Glengarry Graham.
Exactly. The leads aren't weak, you're weak.
Exactly.
Yes. I should have brought my mug today. Oh, I should have brought my...
You should have brought your
Coffee is for closers
mug. That's right.
Yeah. No, it's just like... I'm almost tempted to never take on another marketing client unless they go through sales training first or get an audit of their sales process, because I think so many people also focus on marketing first before really taking a look at their sales process. And especially in, commercial construction, right? Large GCs, like I feel like that sales process isn't looked at enough because things just sort of happen, or they just get chewed in, right? Or you have a relationship.
They tend to think that they send in a bid invite and or they get a bid invite and they send in an estimate, a bid, a proposal, and then that's it. They just wait and see if they won or lost. And there's so much more that can be done before sending in the proposal to position you to win. Right. Then the proposal kind of backs up that position. And then there's even stuff to do after that proposal goes in to try and continue to move towards winning that and being awarded that project. And especially not just for general contractors trying to win from developers, but subs trying to win from generals.
Yeah. There
is so much there that they don't do because they don't even know they can do it.
And everybody's bid proposals are so ugly. You're like, if you just
and
update it a little bit.
I mean, the thing is, if they're all ugly, you're not winning because your proposal's pretty. You're winning on your number and your relationship.
But think about if you had a nice looking, professional, cohesively branded bid and everyone else's is ugly, like gives you an opportunity to stand out right away. It's an edge, right?
Yes.
A small lift, but an edge. Anyways, that's, I think, all our time for today. But those are my 3 little soapboxes I want to jump on. And, listeners, watchers, if you have questions, thoughts, feelings, or responses to this, would love to answer them in the comments. Like, hit me up in the comments. I'm happy to give you some advice about your social media, etc.
Thanks, Katherine. Well, thanks for joining us today on Construction Hot Takes, and check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and we'll see you on the next one.